Hello there, Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Welcome to your August 2026 general reading. We're going to have a look at some astrological influences and see what the cards have to say. So August is a little bit of a different energy than what we've had so far. It's still bold and energetic and intense, but in kind of a different way. We're in eclipse season here, guys. So eclipses, whether they're a solar eclipse or a full moon lunar eclipse, eclipses bring fated changes, portals of opportunity, unexpected endings, unexpected new beginnings, and some spiritual growth and resets. So they can be really influential in bringing something new into our life. They can help us to eclipse things in and also eclipse things out. Say goodbye. Say complete goodbye to things that you don't want. A solar eclipse is on August 12th, and this is a new moon in Leo. So this is like a new moon on steroids, right? Big, bold energy. And it's even bigger this year because Jupiter is in the sign of Leo. Jupiter, of course, is our planet of abundance, expansion, growth, good luck, good fortune, right? And Jupiter amplifies everything that it touches. So this can be extra bold, extra spicy, extra fiery with this new moon. We also have a lunar eclipse, a full moon in Aries, in Pisces, and that is on August 27th or the 28th, depending on where you are in the world. Pisces is associated with the 12th house in astrology, which is the last house. It is the last sign of the Zodiac. So it can be like a final closure, a final goodbye, a final door closing on a chapter in your life, a cycle in your life. And it can be very freeing. It does carry some healing, and it is examining our subconscious with this energy. But Pisces energy is also very spiritual, as is the 12th house. So this can be where you're experiencing some clarity or some spiritual growth in a big way. It's highly transformative there. There could also be a mystery that comes out for you. Okay, something hidden may be revealed at that time. But at the beginning of the month, we've got the Lion's Gate portal. This is very spiritual in its energy and is also very tied with manifestation portals. So this portal opens up on July 26th, closes August 12th, which is the same day as the solar eclipse in Leo. Very interesting. And this is a cosmic alignment. When the sun in Leo aligns with Sirius, our spiritual sun, the brightest star, Orion and Earth, and also lines up with the pyramids. It is tied back to ancient Egypt, and it's coinciding with the time of year where the Nile floods, right? And this brings things to abundance. So it's tied with fertility and abundance in those ancient Egyptian times. So it's really kind of cool energy, but it's a surge of spiritual energy, heightened intuition, deep transformation, and again, that amplified manifestation portal. So a lot of big energies coming in, but a little different than some of the shocks and surprises and things like that that we've been dealing with over the last few months. It's more of like spiritual in its energy. No less bold, no less brave, no less courageous, no less transformative. It's just that, the vibe is different, right? So step into the flow of the energy. Well, let's see what the cards say for you guys. Flying. There you go. Now, number one, some of you may be deciding where to go on a trip, and you may decide to fly. All right. So where are you going to go? You're going to go somewhere new. You're going to go somewhere different. Maybe you've put off having a vacation for a couple of years because there's like a more expensive destination that you want to go. So this might be the year for you where that opportunity opens up. But this is also about you spreading your wings and flying. So, where have you been keeping yourself small? Because it is time for you to fly, to soar to great heights, right? Make yourself big, follow your big goals and your big dreams, and you just never know. There could be a little bit of magic in the air lifting you up. We also have, there you go, wonderful, rock bottom, but this card is in the reverse. So the tides are turning for you, Virgo. Some of you have been in desperate need of healing, right? Some of you have been going through a little bit of a rough patch. And so this is where things are, you're at like this very, very significant turning point. Okay. That cycle has ended. It is a card 10, right? Tens are endings, but they transform into new beginnings. And so this cycle, you're at the 10 of this downward cycle or spiral or whatever it is that's been a challenge for you. And you might be, maybe you've woken up some days going, oh, can things get any worse? And now there is a light at the end of that tunnel. So that cycle is ended. A new one is beginning for you. And you can see yourself climbing out of the hole that you've been in, or that rock that you've been under, or that trouble that you have been dealing with. So it's not always easy to get it started, okay? But that light is there. So great, right? If we're gonna get this card, we want this one in the reverse, and here you go. We have the healing light, card number 8. Okay, so beautiful energy. There is some healing coming to you, healing to your heart, your physical body, your mind, your soul. It is lovely. So spirit is enveloping you in this beautiful golden healing light. Reach out and accept that energy. It's more peaceful, it's more forgiving. And of course, this might be that light that you're seeing at the end of that tunnel. So do embrace that. The healing light can also represent a calling. So some of you are a sign of service, right? And there's a lot of you that are actually in the healing fields, right? I've known a number of Virgos, and they're massage therapists. My massage therapist is actually a Virgo. My sister is a Virgo, and she is actually in healthcare as well. She actually she's an occupational therapist, but she actually specializes in stroke victims. So she does home visits and things like that. Not right now because she's got a little bit of a illness going on, but anyway, and I don't remember the name of it off the top of my head, but anyways, but it's you're tired all the time. That's basically what it is. Anyways, but so she needs some healing her way. My dentist, I think my dentist assistant, the one that does the cleaning, she's a Virgo as well. So there's a number of Virgos that are in the healing fields in one way or the other, whether it's spiritual, emotional, physical, you name it. Okay. This can be a call to a career change for you. Maybe it's something that you're just interested in, or maybe it's something that might be a big shift for you. This can be the calling that you are answering. We have, interesting, this is like the third time this card's come out. We've got the Angels of Four Directions. And I will point out actually that this card here, the Spirit card, the Healing Light, is card number 8. Of course, Lionsgate Portal is 8/8, August 8th. So that can be significant for some of you. And the Angels of Four Directions, it is card number 4, a Spirit card. And the energy that was with us in July was all of these planets all connecting at 4 degrees. So 8s and 4s are numbers that people are seeing a lot of. Actually, I've been seeing a lot of 4s, but myself today, I've seen 5 like 6 times, and I've only been awake for about 4 hours. So anyway, that should be interesting. So we'll see what that's about. But anyways, the Angels of Four Directions here, this is when it's in the reverse, it's 2 of the angels. This is Archangel Michael and Archangel Gabriel. So they are both showing up for you here in your reading. So, and they do show up in times of difficulty, in times of trouble, or in times when we need healing or confidence or lifting, help lifting us out of a hole, so to speak. So Archangel Michael bringing you a healing light, but also bringing you confidence and courage and an ability to detach from negativity and things, right? So he's a wonderful, wonderful ally. Archangel Gabriel there can really help you to communicate your wants and needs, but the lines of communication with the angelic realm is open for you, specifically with those two angels. And we have dark thoughts. Okay, your consciousness. All right, we got to get our mind out of this. All right, out. Okay, so we all have dark thoughts, right? We all have negative thoughts. We can't be 100% positive 100% of the time. That would probably be annoying, right? But it's just not. It's just not who we are. But we need to recognize when our mind is going into a dark area. Okay. When we're starting to look at all of the negative, or when we're stepping into a lack mentality. It happens, right? We're human, and we do that sometimes. So we need to be conscious of our thoughts and our emotions. Okay? Because sometimes we're just in an energy where we're just feeling like nothing's going our way, or we feel like we feel like we're just not feeling good, or there's a big maze. I just don't know where I'm going. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I want. And so when we're in that energy, process your thoughts, right? Process your thoughts. There's a reason why you're thinking that way. Process it, okay? If we ignore it, or if we don't acknowledge it, then it tends to amplify, right? We don't want to do that, okay? So we want to process. And why am I thinking this way? Why am I feeling this way? Okay, now how can I turn that negative into a positive? How can I turn that frown upside down? Doesn't mean that you have to be happy-go-lucky 24 hours a day, right? But recognize these thoughts and these thought and feeling patterns, right? Because then you have more of an ability to break them, all right? If you've ever talked to a Sagittarian, probably one of the most positive signs in the entire Zodiac, right? They will look at the problem to see what the source of the problem is, to see what the problem is. And then they're going to be like, okay, now how do we get past this? And that's as much attention that they give the problem, because they're like, okay, so we have a problem. Great. But there's got to be a solution, right? So yes, they look on the bright side of things, and yes, they are overwhelmingly positive a lot of the time, but not all the time. But a lot of the time, but they have a huge ability there to lift themselves out of a negative place and see the possibilities and see the potential, right? It's like, this is an obstacle, but I'm not going to let it stand in my way, right? And sometimes we're our own worst enemy as well, right? It's like, okay, yeah, I'm my own worst enemy. I stand in my way. I embrace my fears, all of this stuff, right? So wherever those dark thoughts are, whether it's fears or anxieties or just down on yourself or lack of confidence, okay, we're going to turn that around. We've got the 10 of Cups. That life's not all that bad, is it? 10 of Cups, awesome energy. 7 of Pentacles. 9 of Cups. Whoa, Virgo. Look at you guys go. I think August is going to be a good month for you. Got the 5 of Cups. There's that dark energy. And we've got the Ace of Cups. Healing, peace, forgiveness, new beginning, fresh start, new way of looking at things, new opportunities. Okay, it's like fresh burst of positive energy there to chase away those dark thoughts. But we do have the 10 of Cups. We've got the 7 of Pentacles and the 9 of Cups. So some of you are really getting what you want. Talk about the tides turning in a positive direction for you. Right? It's pretty good. The 10 of Cups. This is your happy ever after card, right? Happy home, happy family, happy relationships, happy you, magic in the air, anything is possible. You couldn't want a better card, right? Other than the sun, this is the most positive card in the deck. So this is great. Okay, so you could be spending more time with family if you've got some disruption in your family unit. Then you may have some healing coming in here. You may be deciding something here as well, because we do have a 7 of Pentacles. This can be about reaping what you've sown. So this can be some blessings coming your way, some money coming your way. But this is also looking at your money, your finances, your life in general, right? I'm at the 10. Okay, or sorry, I'm at the 7. I want the 10. So this can be about setting goals and what do I need to change, or what is the potential here for me But with the Seven of Pentacles, this can be very much about your money or your level of commitment to something here. So it's again one of examining something here. So if you've got an investment coming to fruition, you might be trying to decide here, do I take the interest off the top and reinvest the principal? Do I just pull my money out so that I have a little bit more freedom with the money that I've saved or invested? Hey, or do I let it ride? Do I need to change my financial strategy? Right? Because this can be one of looking at your financial strategy or your career strategy or whatever it is and saying, okay, do I need to shake something up? Do I need to do something different? Okay, so but yeah, something could be coming to fruition for you there with that Seven of Pentacles. Now, this could actually maybe lead to some disappointment because we do have the Five of Cups over here, but we also have the Nine of Cups, right? So, this can be like taking the good with the bad. This can be where, I'm happy with my, with my life or my investments. The Nine of Cups, I've got everything that I've wanted, but it's just not quite where I wanted it. So, because the Five of Cups can be deep dark energy, but it can also be like these minor disappointments, right? Because there's still something good that comes out of the Five of Cups or something that we can change our focus to, right? Not all is lost. It's just not where we want it to be, right? And yes, it can be about deeper grief and deeper emotions and things. So we do need to process those things, just like the dark thoughts energy, right? And then we turn it around, okay? Because not everything is spilt milk, okay? There's still something to salvage there. So it can be that here that, your goal is the 10, you're at the 7, you're wishing for the 9, and but ultimately right here, right now, you're not quite where you want to be, right? So we need to kind of process some energy there, but we do have an Ace of Cups, so there is something new that has the potential for everything that we hope for, everything that we want, right? The the Nine of Cups is right in the heart of your reading. And so with this is all about your goals and your wishes, okay? What do I wish for? What do I want out of my money, out of my life, out of my relationships, okay? And the Nine of Cups is where things can come true for you. So something really positive can come in here for you. Um, Sometimes we forget. Sometimes we hide our emotions with this one, because sometimes we can put a brave face out to the world. It is like the card of, yes, my wishes, I'm content, I'm happy, but I've drawn a curtain behind me, so you don't see all of the ups and downs, the trials and tribulations. So don't hide your feelings, okay? Get them out in the open and remember and recognize the difficulties that you've been through to get to where you are. Okay, and give yourself a pat on the back. But there is potentially something positive coming in here for some of you this month, and it is in alignment with what you want. It's like, I'm satisfied with this, I'm happy with this, I'm good, right? And so it's a really good place to be. We all want the Nine of Cups when it comes out, right? We all want this, like mine. Okay, we all want it. So some really beautiful energy there. The Ace of Cups, new love, new connections, forgiveness, healing, a fresh start, a new outlook, a new perspective. So maybe we need to go through processing something here, processing some grief or some loss or some negative energy here with the Five of Cups. But then we need to turn things around and recognize that if I just do a couple of things differently, I can put myself in a better place. And so that's what that Ace of Cups brings in, right? So it can bring in a lot more positive energy and positive vibes for you. So the only hiccup here really in your whole reading is the Five of Cups and the dark thoughts energies there. Everything else is abundant, it's prosperous, it's positive, it's successful. It brings you growth. It might bring you some decisions, and maybe you kind of, oh dear, Virgo, you're agonizing over a financial decision there, okay? Don't think too hard, right? You'll get yourself all into a tizzy. You like everything to be perfect. Some of you really take your time with financial decisions, okay? You're just, I don't know, a little bit of a nervous Nelly with them. So if you do need to maybe pay for something, then you might agonize over that. With that Seven of Pentacles, it's like we think about something long and hard, but you think about it really long and really hard. Okay. So try not to get yourself stuck in that rut there. Okay. Make a decision, move on. All right. So some really good things, but I think we do have some healing that is coming in there as well. But otherwise, I kind of really like this energy, especially starting out with that 10 of Cups. It's like, yes, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling fine. And so I think you're well set up to deal with whatever comes your way. Happy birthday, by the way, to any of you who will have an August birthday. Because of course the sun moves into your sign later this month. And maybe that's what you're kind of processing there with that 5 of Cups. It's like, this is my birthday. There's things that I wanted to do and I haven't done them. And, sometimes we just get like that when our birthday's coming up around the corner. So again, process those emotions, those thoughts, but do not stay in that energy. Turn things around. All right. We've got intuition, we've got worthy, and we've got belong. Okay. Don't sell yourself short, Virgo. All right. You are worthy. You're worthy of abundance, of luck, of fortune, of everything. Okay. Don't tell yourself anything different. Okay. You have the ability, just like anyone else, to tap into the infinite abundance that the universe has to offer. Okay. So just like that little ladybug bringing you some luck, okay, you deserve that. Okay. We've got belong and we've got intuition. Really pay attention to your intuition. Again, we've got some big energy there of spiritual growth and angelic connection. Your intuition will never steer you wrong, and sometimes you overthink things, you overanalyze things. Okay. Your intuition is what's guiding you, so listen to it the first time out of the gate. And then we've got a sense of belonging. So again, you might just be right where you are meant to be right now. Okay, so remember, you belong in the best situations, the best relationships. You belong in the spirit world. Wherever it is, you belong. Some of you are searching for your sense of belonging, and this is where I think maybe some of you might have a career shift that's coming in. Because maybe you've just outgrown something, or, you might be doing something for a career that, years ago was wonderful for you and it brought you things that you wanted and you had a sense of accomplishment. But now you're like, I don't belong here. I belong somewhere else. So you may be just engaging in a little bit of soul searching this month here. Where do I belong? Why am I here? What am I doing? And again, very much in alignment with what some of us go through at our birthdays. Okay, so but do that little bit of soul searching, because maybe you'll be shown a path. Your intuition will lead you down, maybe the path less traveled, but ultimately rewarding. So listen to the messages that you receive. But I'll leave that there for you guys. It's what I have for you. I thank you for watching. I hope you have a fantastic month ahead. If you enjoyed your reading, please do like, share, and subscribe. It does help my video get seen, even if it's just that like button there. Free for you, but it really does help the channel. So I thank you so very much. But I hope you have a fantastic month ahead, and I'll see you next time. Bye.